Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Coolio.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been laughing and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying and chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they go, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been staying most of their lives, living in the gangster's paradise. Been staying most of their lives, living in the gangster's paradise. Been staying most of our lives, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep spending most of our lives, living in the gangster's paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't go anywhere. Even to this day, that song is still huge. But even in the 90s, when this song exploded, after the Dangerous Mind movie, it was on the Dangerous Minds soundtrack with Michelle Pfeiffer. Good little movie. For some reason, you watch the trailer of that movie and they show a pool scene. It's never in the movie. And apparently, Andy Garcia was supposed to be the love interest of Michelle Pfeiffer. That never ended up happening because the chemistry was so bad. But the point is, good little movie, and this song exploded. Absolutely exploded. If you didn't know who Coolio was before, you definitely knew who he was then. And LV, who sang the chorus, did a phenomenal job. Just a classic hip-hop song. I mean, this is by far, in my opinion, Coolio's most famous and successful song of all time. And unfortunately, we lost him just a little while ago. And it was very sudden. I mean, they're still trying to figure out, what was the cause and all that. But I was pretty shocked by that. I'm not gonna lie. I recently saw him on a few years ago on Hot Ones there, the show online there where they eat chicken wings and, you get interviewed there. And he at one point had to run to the bathroom and all that. And he wasn't feeling well. He was laying on the couch and whatever. But listen, I don't do that well with hot food either. I mean, jalapenos and me do not mix. It was my fault. I got a sandwich from a vending machine. So, the joke's on me. But still, Coolio was a cool guy, pardon the pun, and the obvious one, of course. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's ever done that before, but even to this day, I still say Coolio to people, things are cool and all that. And I don't know, he was just a really cool guy. He had a very distinct style, his hair was, he kind of had like a horns kind of braids kind of thing going there. Very distinct look, very distinct sound, always got the party going with his tracks. And I don't know, it sucks that he's gone, He was only, I believe, 59, and too soon. So, but definitely the hip-hop world and the music world will definitely miss him. And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to do a little podcast about him. So, without further ado, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, always helps me out because it is free, and I love free shit. Especially when we're about to hit a recession after COVID. We're all going to be screwed after. But the point is, free is awesome. Here we go. Artis Leon Ivy Jr., better known as Coolio, was born August 1st, 1963, and passed away September 28th, 2022. Known professionally as Coolio, was an American rapper, first rising to fame as a member of the gangster rap group Dub C Now, I always say Dub C. It's WC. People will see it like that, but if you know Dub C, the rapper, part of the West Side Connection with Ice Cube and Mac 10 there, he was part of that group, and the Mad Circle. Coolio achieved mainstream success as a solo artist in the mid to late 90s with his albums It Takes a Thief, which was released in 1994, and Gangster's Paradise, which was released in 1995, and My Soul in 1997. He is best known for his 1995 Grammy Award-winning hit single Gangsta's Paradise, or Gangsta's Paradise, pardon my whiteness, as well as other singles Fantastic Voyage, 1, 2, 3, 4, Something New, and See You When You Get There. From 1996 on, Coolio released albums independently and provided the opening track, Ah, Here It Goes, for the 1996 Nickelodeon television series Keenan and Keel. He created the web series Cookin' with Coolio and released a cookbook. There you go. So, yeah, I was just looking over all the albums he did, and it's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I basically know him for his first couple albums there. I mean, especially when Gangster's Paradise came out. I mean, that album, like I said, was huge. I mean, it had a lot of good singles on there. It was crazy. I mean, but he's done a lot of albums. I mean, like I said, It Takes a Thief, Gangster's Paradise, My Soul. That's pretty much like the good era of Coolio. Not that he wasn't good afterwards. I'm just saying, like, that's when he like really exploded. I mean, Gangster's Paradise, like I said, is specifically really just blew up. It says here, Gangster's Paradise is the second studio album by rapper Coolio, released on November 7th, 1995. It is Coolio's best-selling album with over 2 million copies sold in the United States. The album produced 3 singles, which became hits. The title track, which was first used in the 1995 film Dangerous Minds, released before Coolio's album. The next one was 1, 2, 3, 4, Something New, and Too Hot. I mean, this album was just insane. It was insane. I mean, I remember going to middle school at the time. We tried to get all these tracks going. We loved 1, 2, 3, 4, but we couldn't get it played because it had like a few swear words in it. I mean, now today, nobody gives a shit about that. I mean, there's people out there talking about wet ass pussy. It really doesn't matter, if you say a couple swear words now and then, but back then, unfortunately, it did matter, okay? Ironically in a public school, but what are you going to do? But again, we tried to get it played. Some of the teachers didn't notice, because, we don't understand rap. Well, we do. But, it was great. It was pretty awesome. And, I didn't know he did this many albums afterwards, I got to be honest. I mean, he came out with Coolio.com, El Cool Magnifico, The Return of the Gangsta, Steel Ear, and his last album was released in 2009, From the Bottom to the Top. And like I said before, he did a collaboration album with the group Dub C and the Mad Circle, and A Damn Thing Changed. There you go. So he's had a hell of a career. But again, when this album, Gangster's Paradise, came out, and I'm telling you, like, I've done lots of clubs, bars. I mean, people still go nuts. Like, as soon as people hear that beginning of the song, like, people go nuts. People are like, oh shit, here it comes. Like, people just, and people know the words. You see people rapping, different generations. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm 40 years old. Thank you. I know I don't look it. But, people, this song hits every generation. It's just it's just an awesome song. It really is. And, obviously it's sampled by the great Stevie Wonder from his song Pastime Paradise. So it's awesome. And he got to perform it live with him, with Stevie Wonder there on one of the shows. I mean, he performed this everywhere live. It was great. Like, even one version he did on Howard Stern, and he did it right there in the studio, just him and LV, and I got to give props to LV on this one because I love this version because LV at the end does just a little bit extra. And, again, I don't know why this guy didn't have a bigger career either. I mean, I just assumed he was going to pop on like every other track, kind of like when Akon exploded with Young Jeezy with Soul Survivor. I mean, I don't know, I thought he'd be another guy, people call for hooks. And I don't know what happened there, but the guy's really talented. He has a great voice, and you got to listen to this.
Ain't no gangsters living in paradise. Ain't no gangsters living in paradise.
Whew, that was awesome. I almost wish they included that at the end of the song there, but of course they had the little choir there at the end, but that was good too. But damn, LV's got a great fucking voice. And Coolio actually talks a little bit about what the concept of Gangsta's Paradise means and where it all came from.
It's about life, because you living in a gangster's paradise also. See, your business is not really controlled. Gangster's paradise is when you're being controlled. And when I was writing it, it just made me, the LV was singing the track, and I walked in and I was like, damn, Howard really liked this song.
Oh, I love it.
And yeah, he loved it. Robin loved it. Even Jackie loved it. Trust me, we all loved it. I mean, it was just fucking great. I mean, they just did a live there, and yeah, I mean, they really did a great job with it. But yeah, I mean, they sang this song live everywhere. I mean, this song, even to this day, I still love playing this song. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, even to this day, people still love playing this song. And of course, everyone goes to YouTube to get, listen to all their tracks. And, currently right now, it's at 1 billion views. Now, they've said that his songs, a couple of songs, obviously Gangsta's Paradise, have just shot up, through streams and all that, since, his unpassing. And, but I mean, this song is a staple in hip hop. Absolutely. I mean, it is just such a great song. Thank God Stevie Wonder was able to, let the sample go through, because a lot of artists, they don't, it's not all about the money. They just want to, know if the song is good or not. And everything definitely worked out for the best. So yeah, this is, it sucks we lost Coolio. It really is. He's a good guy, and great song. Just a great song, classic song, good guy, and I just wanted to give a little shout out to him. And I did find some facts about Coolio here, and what was it, on digitalspy.com. And it says here, Coolio is a collector of snow domes. Now that I did not see that. I did not see that coming. I'm not gonna lie. Snow domes are those things that the shit that Macaulay Culkin got in Home Alone 2 there. You shake it up and it's all the snow and all that. And I don't know, they use it in every snow movie there. But I did not see that coming. So there you go. Also says here, before celebrity Big Brother, Coolio was no stranger to TV work. He has previously appeared on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Celebrity Fear Factor, Celebrity Paranormal Project, and his own cooking show titled the Snappily. Titled Snappily? What the fuck is that? Cooking with Coolio, as I mentioned before. So yeah, loves to cook. Explains why he wanted to go on the show Hot Ones there. His love for food. Why not? Why not? If you do what you love in life, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't feel like work. Blah, blah, blah. We know that saying. And then he says here, I refuse to make food without flavor. The rapper claims to be able to make buttery soft steak, which is well done. And he said, all you need is a fork to eat it, he says. Okay. Coolio, I love you. Don't get me wrong. I'll always love you. But I've yet to eat a steak, even a beautiful T-bone or AAA Angus steak, a little side of bacon, why not? Without a knife. So has to be that has to be an insane amount of butter. I love butter as much as the next guy, but that literally would have to melt in your mouth and probably on the plate, but I'm sure it tastes really good. Now, I was just thinking this about an hour ago. How did Coolio get his name? Now, I mentioned his real name before, but he said he was given his nickname Coolio Iglesias when he was studying at Compton Community College. So that's when you know you're a cool guy, when people nickname you cool. If you name yourself Coolio, it's just not as cool. But Coolio Iglesias, it just, it means you're a real Mac. Now, if you haven't heard the term Mac before, I just feel sorry for you, okay? Because the 90s were great. But the point is, that's a pretty cool name. I'm not going to lie. So he just shortened it to Coolio later on, and the rest is history. Coolio's unimpressive movie career includes credits as a banker in Batman and Robin, Ice-T's Judgment Day, and spoof horror Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. All right, so he didn't do the best movies, but, still, you get listen, Hollywood calls, you get a nice little paycheck, why not? Why not? Sometimes, you dribble and you shoot. The rapper has had 2 stints in jail for larceny and possessing illegal weapons. Hey, listen, we all make mistakes. It is what it is. I think we've all heard of rappers having guns before. Okay, nothing new there. Larceny, it just, I don't know. Coolio was told by the producers of Futurama that he could have a career in voiceover work after he guested on the episode A Tale of Two Santas as Kwanzaa Bot. All right. It's a good career to have. I'm not going to lie. I should do a podcast on voiceover people. Remember that one guy back in the day, in a world where nothing matters but matter. That guy made a shit ton of money. It got to a point where he had a studio in his house, and he get like 50 grand, I think, like every movie, and forget it. Possibilities are endless. But he did have a very distinct voice. I could see that. Coolio's hip-hop credentials may have sunk in recent years, but his list of collaborations include impressive rap heavyweights such as Method Man, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, and Busta Rhymes. Now, he did do a song with Method Man, LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, and Be Real on the Space Jam soundtrack, which is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It has an artist on there that recently got 30 years, but I've already talked about that. Jay-Z is actually also on there, if you could believe that one. I didn't believe it either, but yeah, he's on there. It's a good little song. Hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low. Again, pardon my whiteness. The hip-hop star's strangest collaboration came in 1998 when he teamed up with country music veteran Kenny Rogers for a reworking of The Gambler. The song was sadly only released on Coolio's Japan-only 2001 album release, Coolio.com. I've never heard this song. I'm dying to hear this song. So, ladies and gentlemen, the video is on YouTube, Coolio and Kenny Rogers. It's called The Hustler. And it's a very chill track. I'm not going to lie. Kenny Rogers does show up in the video. Coolio in there. The video kind of reminds me of that one scene in Trading Places where they're all in the train there and they're all meeting up kind of in disguise. It's not exactly like that, but for some reason that just... scene popped in my head, but then there's Coolio goes in there. He's just dressed like normal, whatever. The hair and the shades and all, whatever. But then he sees, I don't know if it's supposed to be an older version of himself, I guess. Yeah, basically, and like he's got the older makeup on. Kenny Rogers is there beside him. There seems to be a Native American there. They're just, shooting the shit there, playing some cards, and yeah, it's a very chill track. Not bad, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually a nice little, it's a good little song. So yeah, you got the chance, check it out. Yeah, Kenny Rogers and Coolio. There you go. Why not? You know what? That's the greatest thing about rap, ladies and gentlemen, is that, I mean, the possibilities of different collaborations are just endless. So that's pretty cool. And it says here, Coolio had 6 children, and he also ranks himself in the top 10 lovers of all time. Okay, well, I don't know. You're 3 behind Nick Cannon, so yeah, it's a shit ton of kids. But yeah, okay. Listen, when you got a name like Julio Iglesias, you got to live up to it. I mean, that's probably how I got the name. He, did a lot of fucking. So there you go. Why not? Yeah. I found a couple of the facts on IMDb here because fuck Rotten Tomatoes. They said arrested in Lawndale, California on suspicion of carrying a concealed weapon and possessing marijuana on September 1998. A rapper that has a weapon and smoking weed. I mean, should we stop the presses, or I mean, I don't know. Is this news, or I mean, who gives a shit? Fuck. Listen, just leave the gun in America, okay? Come to Canada, you can smoke as much weed as you want, okay? We don't give a fuck up here, okay? We got more weed dispensaries than 7-Eleven. And it says, before finding stardom as a rap artist, he was a firefighter in Southern California's San Bernardino Mountains. Fuck. Now that I did not know. That's crazy. So he used to put out fires, but then now he collects snow globes. It's like the opposite. I don't know. Is it just me? No? Okay. The point is, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I had no idea he was an ex-firefighter. I mean, you got to be some brave motherfuckers, to do what these guys do. Wow. That's pretty crazy. I did not know that. It says here, was featured in a subplot of Daredevil, the movie, 2003. It was. I don't know. The show's way better. Hopefully they bring that back. I don't know. The series Hulk, She-Hulk, whatever, keeps teasing us with these, and I don't know what's going on there. Just bring back the show. Stop. Come on, Disney. But his scenes were eventually deleted. However, he still appears in the film's trailers. His scenes were restored in the 2004 Director's Cut DVD. Okay, well. Again, like I said, okay, he didn't do the best movies, but it is what it is. I mean, again, you hope for the best. He has asthma. I did not know that. Yeah, they're saying even recent to his death here, he said that could have contributed to him dying, but I mean, I don't know. We don't know yet, so it's too early to tell. And yeah, so those are some facts about Coolio. But let's just really be honest here. The distinct look of Coolio and that braided hair, that, I mean, for the most part, it would just be like all over the place. You know what I mean? Sometimes then it would be like kind of 2 ponytails on the side, and then sometimes it could look like a mohawk, and... I thought that was cool. I mean, a lot of people were giving him shit because he was losing his hair for a bit, and people were just, he should just go bald. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. You gotta keep the braids, man. Okay, it's just you gotta if I had a quarter of the hair that Coolio had, I would totally do something British with my hair for sure. I'd have to, absolutely. I was always envious of that look for sure. Very distinct look. It's like Shaft with the afro. I mean, it's just it just goes together, man. It's just fucking awesome. So, even when Weird Al did Amish Paradise, which is one of my favorite tracks that Weird Al ever did. Great video too. A lot of people don't know, at the end of the video, when he's going towards the camera, he actually did that whole scene in reverse. I didn't know that for a long time, but that's pretty cool there. But at first, like, Coolio, like, didn't mind. I mean, obviously he's got to give the rights over to, do the song. That's how, Weird Al does his thing there. But then afterwards, he didn't like it, and he was mad at Weird Al for doing it, and then he didn't speak to him for a while, and then, I don't know, after a while, I think there was some kind of maybe even a lawsuit or something like that, and then afterwards, like Coolio was like, you know what, I was in the wrong, I admit, and actually, not so much elevated the song, but just made the song more popular. And I'll tell this to any artist out there, okay? When Weird Al covers you, that means your song is number one, okay? He's not going to pick a song that's, just, I don't know, number 46 on the charts. Like, he's going to pick something that's huge, and, he's going to do his best to, do it justice and, kind of put a funny spin on it. And then I think years later, finally, they actually met, because I think for the longest time, they never even actually met. Like, this was like years later at some kind of signing or something, and it's all good, whatever, and that's it. So I always thought that was very interesting. But like, Coolio was able to admit, look, I was wrong, and again, like I said, if Weird Al wants to do your song, you let him. Even Chameleonaire put White and Nerdy on his MySpace page. Remember MySpace? Sort of. But the point is, Weird Al wants to do your song, you gotta let him do it. Absolutely. Now, he's pretty much been active since the late 80s, and I know, he didn't have as many big hits as, Gangsta's Paradise and all that, but I mean, my favorite songs by him for sure. I mean, obviously it's one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, that was a great track. I was always envious of, the guy in the beginning there.
1, 2, 3, 4, get your woman on the floor. Gotta get up, get down. Gotta get up, get down. 1, 2, 3, 4, get your woman on the floor. Gotta get up, get down. Gotta get up, get down.
Thank you. Thank you very much, MC Hammer Mike. Just found out it's worth way more money than I ever thought it would be. The point is, great song. We eventually got it played at our dances. I think at a certain point, teachers just don't care. They just want the kids to have fun. A fantastic voyage. Great song. Obviously, the sample is from the Lakeside song, Fantastic Voyage. It's pretty obvious. But again, great song. Also, Coolio had a very good sense of humor. I mean, in that video there, like, all the people are coming out of the trunk, which is on the beach there. I thought that was cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just riding the bike there, trying to get to a house party. Any means you can use to get to a house party. But by the time he gets there, did he make it in time? I'll let you see the video and you'll see for yourself. But and one song I always thought was great, very underrated, was Coolio featuring 40 Thieves. See You When You Get There. Very reminiscent song. Taken from the Nothing to Lose soundtrack with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. Good little movie. I liked it. I thought it was all right. And they played the song at the end there. Not like your typical Coolio, party anthems, but just more of a reminiscent song, just the whole concept of, going to heaven and listen, I'll see you when you get there. That's it. I thought it was a very good song. And I'm sure right now Coolio is just making people, party and dance their asses off in heaven right now and just having a good time, So I just want to do a little quick podcast about Coolio. I was just saying, how much his music meant to me. And it is like very reminiscent of the 90s to me. Just, that style, with the hip hop clothing and like everybody at one point wore plaid. It wasn't just a grunge thing. It was just in baggy pants and, the hair, and just he was just a cool guy. Like to me, Coolio, I think 90s. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a positive way. He just wanted to make good music and just make people laugh, make people dance, and he's a good guy, and he will definitely be missed. And like I said, even to this day, I still use the phrase Coolio, if I'm talking to somebody, and I know it shows that I'm outdated, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because people to this day and will forever still listen to Coolio Iglesias, aka Coolio.
I guess that's just the way it goes. I ain't trying to preach. I believe I can reach, but your mind ain't prepared.